You think your memories are a factual record of your life, a kind of mental video archive, precise, unedited, honest. You believe that when you close your eyes and remember a painful relationship, a failure, a moment that broke you, you are watching a replay of what actually happened. But you are not. Every single time you access a memory, your brain rewrites it. Not slightly, not occasionally, every time. And the version it gives you back is not the truth. It is a story carefully constructed, smoothed at the edges, with the most dangerous details quietly removed. Your brain is not a camera. It is a professional liar. And it has been rewriting your past your entire life to keep you comfortable, to keep you familiar, and most disturbingly, to keep you stuck. This is not a metaphor. This is neuroscience. And once you understand what your brain is actually doing to your memories, nothing about your past will feel the same again. Memory, as most people understand it, does not exist. The idea that recollection is a fixed recording, something stored, preserved, and replayed untouched, was dismantled decades ago. What researchers discovered instead was a process called memory reconsolidation. Every time you recall something, that memory becomes physically unstable. It is temporarily taken apart at the neurological level and then rebuilt. And during that rebuilding, it changes. Details shift. Emotional tones are adjusted. Inconvenient fragments simply disappear. Scientists call this creative reconstruction. Your brain does not retrieve a memory, it reconstructs one. And that reconstruction is not neutral. It is shaped by who you are right now, what you believe right now, and most critically, what your brain needs you to feel right now. It prioritizes something called cognitive consistency. It does not want you to feel the discomfort of contradiction, so it edits, it smooths, it deletes the parts of your past that would threaten your current self-image or disturb your emotional equilibrium. The clinical term for this discomfort is cognitive dissonance, and your brain will go to extraordinary lengths to avoid it, including falsifying your own history. But this is where everything gets more unsettling. Your brain does not just edit memories randomly. It has a specific target. Psychologists identified a pattern they call the fading affect bias, the phenomenon where the emotional charge attached to negative memories decays significantly faster than the emotional charge attached to positive ones. Put simply, the pain fades, the warmth stays. And this is not a coincidence. This is a neurological mechanism, and it has a function. It keeps you returning. Think about the last toxic relationship you stayed in too long. Think about the job you kept going back to, or the friendship that consistently disappointed you. Now ask yourself, why did staying always feel easier than leaving? Why did the familiar, even when it was damaging, feel somehow safer than the unknown? Because your brain was quietly erasing the evidence. Every time you accessed those memories, the sharp, jagged edges, the moments that should have warned you were smoothed down. The version of events your brain served you became progressively more bearable, more reasonable, more forgivable, until re-entering that cycle felt not like a mistake, but like going home. Psychologists call this the golden age fallacy, and it is not nostalgia in the soft, harmless sense. It is a neurological comfort trap. The brain uses dopamine hits from idealized memories, Memories, it is already edited into something more palatable than the reality ever was, to create a magnetic pull toward the past, not the actual past, a cleaned, reconstructed version of it, a past that never quite existed the way you remember it. And so people repeat the same relationship dynamics, different faces, the same career patterns, different companies, the same emotional cycles, dressed in new circumstances. Each time, genuinely believing that this time will be different. Each time, not understanding that the brain is consulting a falsified record to make the decision. Official explanations have always framed nostalgia as a benign emotional experience, a sentimental glance backward. But the emerging psychological picture is far more troubling. Nostalgia, in its neurological reality, functions less like a feeling and more like a mechanism of control. Your brain weaponizes it. It uses the warmth of reconstructed memory, not to help you appreciate the past, but to prevent you from fully committing to a future that has no dopamine reference point yet. The unknown offers no chemical reward. The familiar, even the painful familiar. As this is why people describe feeling more comfortable reliving a distorted memory than planning a new life. It is not weakness. It is not lack of ambition. It is neurological. The brain values predictability above almost everything else, including your actual happiness. It will sacrifice your growth to maintain its sense of stability. And the loop continues, not because you are choosing it, because your brain is deleting the warnings every single time. You try to look back and learn from them. The real question is not why people make the same mistakes. The real question is, what happens when someone tries to break the pattern, when they attempt to write a different ending, and their own mind keeps handing them back an edited, comfortable version of a story that justifies starting again where they started before. Some psychologists have proposed a method, not therapy in the traditional sense, a practice of deliberate memory interrogation, what some researchers describe as objective journaling, the process of forcing yourself to record what actually happened in real time before the brain has had the chance to begin reconstruction. To write down not the story, but the raw, uncomfortable data. The moments you would normally smooth over, the things you said that you would normally forget, the warnings you received that your memory would have quietly discarded. The principle behind this is that external records resist the fading affect bias. Your brain cannot edit something written in your own handwriting on a page. It can only edit what lives inside itself. And this is where the research becomes genuinely unsettling. Because when people do this, when they sit down and confront the objective record of their own past, many of them report something deeply disorienting. The story they had been living with, the story their brain had constructed and protected and delivered to them as truth. It did not match the record, not in small ways, in fundamental ways. Entire turning points reframed, entire patterns, invisible until written down, entire versions of other people, more forgiving, more innocent, more victimized than the evidence actually supported. People did not just discover that their memories were inaccurate. They discovered that the inaccuracies were almost always in the same direction. The brain had not made random errors. It had made consistent, strategic ones, always in the service of preserving the current emotional narrative, always protecting the loop. So if your brain has been editing your past this entire time, quietly, systematically, without your own awareness or consent, If the version of your history you have been using to make every major decision about relationships, careers, identity, and self-worth has been a curated reconstruction rather than a reality, then the most disturbing question is not what your brain has hidden from you. It is whether, even now, knowing all of this, you would actually be able to recognize the truth if you saw it.